Hello, my name is Kanika Marshall. Creating art has been one of my many passions since I was a young child. Growing up in the home of an artist, my mother, Mary Marshall, afforded me the opportunity to thrive in several art mediums: pen and ink drawing, crochet, sewing, and macrame. College introduced me to clay, and my metal artist friend Kristen Horde to the joys of welding. My energetic spirit is infused in each of the 2,000 plus sculptures I've created in my lifetime. Please do enjoy. A rainy day in Kanika's sculpture garden still looks beautiful. These colorful pieces used to be part of an old fence. This is the first piece I ever welded, my goddess. And then I had a combination of metal and a clay totem. This one is mostly metal with glass, about 6 feet tall. This is Artemis Rising. She's, I don't know, 10 or 11 feet tall, made from recycled steel. And she is indeed one of my favorite goddess pieces. I like to think of these two as sentinels, protectors. This first piece is a ceramic water fountain in a pond. And then the tall red piece used to be my treadmill, repurposed to be a welded sculpture. And then we have a wine bottle sculpture. Here's a little insight to what welding is. My homage to Fred Sanford. Here's what the welder looks like. You can actually use the welder as kind of a paintbrush. Here I am on sheet metal. Isn't that awesome? Making trees. Who would have thought you could use a welder for this? Then you just paint them, and they're beautiful art pieces. I cut and weld rebar for garden stakes. Very dangerous, but fun. Even my grandson can do it. Look what he made himself. Isn't this beautiful? He's so proud, too. Oh my goodness, these little garden people have been so popular the last few years. I take lots of random pieces of steel, grind them down like I'm doing here, smoothing them out, weld them into these cute little people shapes. They're all one of a kind darlings, and they're just so much fun. Everybody has loved the little people. Here's what they look like. Aren't they adorable and so fun to make? Here are some other examples of welded artworks. Making a photo book of the art that you've made and sold certainly is excellent as kind of a portfolio. I started working with clay in 1980 at Sac State under the tutelage of sculptor Ruth Rippon. Here's how she taught us how to make bowls on the potter's wheel. We start with a 25-pound bag of clay. Break it down into some balls like this. Put them on the potter's wheel that goes round and round to shape bowls and plates. Let them dry. Fire them in a kiln to about 2,000 degrees. Then glaze them with color and fire them again to about 2,000 degrees until they're beautiful bowls that we can eat off of. Kanika means black cloth, and I love African fabrics, love them. So I make the figurines out of clay, fire them in a kiln, color them, etc., and then drape them in these wonderful African fabrics to give them flair. Oh my gosh, these little ladies, I've made literally over 1,000 figurines since 1993. They are so special. They are goddesses, as are we all. Ceramic masks. I started making masks. I was really into African art and still am, and was making these mask forms out of clay and sneaking them into the Sac State clay room to be fired. And then I'd paint them with these really amazing colors. These are what I call platters, and they're kind of like rolling out pie dough in a way. And you can shape them or leave them totally flat, and you can carve them. I love carving clay. Carving into the clay is the most soothing of things that you can do. Just absolutely love it. This platter is in the style of Lois Mailou Jones of the Harlem Renaissance of the 1920s. In, I guess it was 2003 or so, I really wanted to get into this gallery on Del Paso Road. It was the Dwyron Gallery, and I had to do something different so I could get my work in. This is actually a set of tile pieces, and each one is 4 feet tall. And right now it's in the Alan Warren building on Del Paso Boulevard in the stairwell. It's been there for, over 10 years, I guess. These tiles are so fun to make. They're like little mosaics. Or you can use the tiles as an actual canvas and paint on them. These are all individual, but as you see, they all work together as one piece. You could make tabletops. I used to teach quite a few classes, clay classes, and these are some of the products that we would make. Three-dimensional clay work, busts. These really encompass all aspects of my artistry, from the clay to the clothing to the carving, everything. This is me right here. Get your creativity on too. It is so rewarding. If you'd like to talk to me about my artwork or you have any questions, please feel free to get in contact with me at kathylynnemarshall.com. KATHYLYNNEMARSHLL.com.